In a sense, it's a hidden gem. It's a relatively a small community, although it is growing.
Bakersfield itself has grown. I'm here 53 years, which is a long time.
It's a great place to raise a family. It's very sports-oriented. There is a Jewish community, absolutely. Is it small? Yes. Is it growing? Absolutely, because of someone like Shmuley. No question about it.
Rabbi, Shmuley, and Esther, they're important to me in this community, so I'm glad they came 10 years ago.
We were here as part of the greeting committee when he got here 10 years ago, and we've been the support crew ever since. They don't know what Jews are here. They think we're Amish, so it's a little confusing when they see the Harley and an Amish guy in a Harley.
My relation with Rabbi Schlanger, he's so cool. I just love how he's so modern with everything he does.
We were living in Brooklyn, New York. Beautiful apartment, half a kitchen. My wife worked as a secretary in the school, and one time we had a cup of coffee during recess, and I told my wife, I'm not maximizing the potential that I think that I have.
And I said, get on a plane and go to California.
Head rabbi, Rabbi Kunin, told his son, please tell this guy to go to Bakersfield. Drove up to Bakersfield, told my wife, we found the place. She was very concerned. In the beginning we thought maybe prisons, maybe oil fields or farms, agriculture. We didn't know the real treasures that were hidden in Bakersfield, a beautiful community that accepted us and welcomed us with open arms. I went back to New York and I said to my wife, as Rabbi Kunin had told us, go to the Rebbe's Oihel, go to the Rebbe's resting place, which is customary for people to go to receive the blessings of the Rebbe. We went to the Oihel, we wrote to the Rebbe that we are looking to go to do your work, Rebbe, in a place called Bakersfield, California, which is known to be the desert, actually, the beginning of the desert, the Central Valley of California. And when I came out of the Oihel, there was a video playing of the Rebbe. And the Rebbe, just as I came out, said these words.
Was mit worden allgemein ist das, adurne, wie jeden gefindet sich in Golus.
The whole world is one spiritual desert. And wherever a Jew is found in the desert, they have to make it a place where not much or nothing grows to a place where a lot grows. And the Rebbe was referring to the spiritual desert that we are living in. That wherever a Jew goes, they have to be a light to the nations of the world. And the blessings of Hashem will just follow you and be with you completely.
We both automatically felt this was a blessing. The Rebbe was talking to us and he was giving us direction to go. And we then decided right there and then that we're going. And we went.
Chabad is a holy lighthouse out there for all the Yidden. Whenever their time comes and wherever they're searching for Hashem, they can come to Chabad and they make their connection. They learn what they need to, who they are, and the amazing treasure that they have and how to connect. And it's always welcoming and warm to any Jew that walks in the door.
They don't judge, they accept you for exactly who you are, and they love you for that.
This is Chabad. You can do anything, you can show up with as much or as little knowledge, dress anything that you have, and you will never be turned away. There's no judgment whatsoever.
A Jew is a Jew. It doesn't matter what you look like, whether you ride a Harley or a Honda, even if you're taking the bus. If you're a Jew, you got a Jewish soul, and Rabbi Shmuley will tell you what to do with that, how to hook up.
I have seen some people who only come for certain holidays, and the Schlangers are excited just as much as anybody else walking in. They're like, hello, thank you for coming. Like, no matter who you are, they're excited to see you. And I love that.
Hebrew school is great. My kids really enjoy it. They love the davening, but they also love the crafts and they love the athletic activities. I mean, it's such a great mix, and they always come home with, little tidbits. Did I know that? Children
are a very, very important aspect of all that we do, of course, because the children are our future. Without the children, there's really no point of us doing much, because the children will carry on whatever we teach, whatever we give on. So we have Chabad Hebrew School, we have God Israel Day Camp, Camp Ganizi.
When I was younger, my mom found out about the summer camp they do here, and so I tried it out. When it came around my bar mitzvah time, when we needed to start preparing, my mom introduced Rabbi Shmuley to my dad, and they became best friends. He was like a traveling salesman. He would work at flea markets and swap meets, and he would sell knives, kitchen knives. He was really good. He had a whole show he did. Before my bar mitzvah happened, he had started being in pain, all throughout his back. And we didn't really know what it was. He would go to one doctor, they'd say one thing. He'd go to a different doctor and they'd say that what the other doctor said was wrong. One day when he was working, he just kind of collapsed. We found out that his cancer spread all throughout his body, and that's what the pain was. He was in the hospital, I think, for about 7 or 8 months up in Arizona by his sister and his mom. And I went up there a couple times. Rabbi took me, and we just kind of stayed up there with him for a day, and then we drove back. And I was like, yeah, he'll be fine the whole time, but just kind of got a call saying that he had passed away. I feel like he got involved with his roots in Judaism because he had met Rabbi, and I liked it, and I feel like he liked that I liked it. Something that my dad would be proud of definitely would be that I'm actually still coming here every week, and that I'm keeping up with all the Jewish stuff. Like I'm trying to eat kosher.
Both Shmuley and his wife and his lovely family, they do whatever they can to try to help Jews and bring Jews together and help Jews understand what their obligations are. He takes those Jews, I mean, a place like Bakersfield with really not many of us, he brings them into the community. So you can come to shul here and you meet all sorts of people from all different walks of life. And he's tenacious about it. He'll stop at nothing to reach someone who he thinks he can help.
When I came here, there was just one kid. Now there are 4 more. And it's just a growing family, and it's nice. They made a community.
I came to Bakersfield to play college softball and instantly hooked up with the Schlangers.
From the first meeting of Shmuley, I knew this was a fellow that I wanted to associate myself with.
They've come out here. I mean, what a blessing for us in Bakersfield, this little tiny town. I think really because of them, I've become so much more observant because I know it can be done.
They're like family. I mean, I consider them family. I mean, they've gone up and above. They invite me over for Shabbos dinner. They invite me over for all the holidays. And it's nice because, you know, being a college student, you don't always have also like a home-cooked meal. And Esther has always been like, if anytime you want to come over, don't even call. Just walk over, have fun. Like, we're here for you. If I have a question about something with Judaism, I'll just ask her, and she's very open, and she gives me the honest answer. And lately, like, she and I have really been talking about like the importance of just having Judaism in your life and just how it can really make you a better person. And I truly believe that.
Being the rabbi, for me, has been one of the greatest impacts on my life. I mean, he is not just a rabbi, he's a friend.
They've really helped me kind of see that that being in somewhere where there's not very many Jews, that it's okay to be that person.
I became in a way more of a Jew being out here.
When I get married and have a family, I definitely am going to push to have that influence in our lives.
So I think just meeting him and his family and having them put me back in touch with my Judaism. Not that I ever ran away from it in any way, shape, or form, but he just made it feel more like home.
I was never into Judaism. I was always kind of brought up like, oh yeah, we're Jewish, but it didn't mean anything. So when I came here, I realized that like it's a whole lifestyle, and I tried to immerse myself into it.
I leave Thanksgiving, and it is going to be one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I mean, Bakersfield's been my home for 4 years, and I've been able to talk to them and just drive over to their house for 4 years. And now it's gonna be an hour-and-a-half drive if I want to come up, but I'll make the drive.
Rabbi Shmuley and his family has taught us how to take the oi out of being Jewish and how to put the joy in being Jewish.
Bye now.